Here's Game of Thrones, season 2, episode 2, titled "The Night Lands." The thematic of this episode is the one true God, and they always talk about gods in Game of Thrones. The one true God is in between women's legs. That is what this theme of this episode is, and it's a true sentence of the episode as well. So this is an episode all about men getting manipulated and influenced by women. Of course, women are, basically treated like shit generally most of the time. There's a major major Madonna horror complex going on in the Game of Thrones universe, and I think it comes from the writer's head, who I think probably suffers a little bit from the Madonna horror complex, but that's a whole other analyst. I never met the man personally, so I shouldn't leap at this, but all I know is that Game of Thrones is really about the Madonna horror complex, and the one true God in Game of Thrones is in between women's legs. Okay, so this is episode all about men getting manipulated, influenced by women. The mothers, they're getting influenced by their mothers. The queens, the sisters, they're all trying to control you sexually, even before you even realize it's your sister, which is the one character is this macho whatever guy, and he thinks that he's treating this woman like shit. Then you realize it's his sister, and some will lose their lives because of the pussy. I'm sorry for using that word. Some will lose their lives because of the thing in between the woman's legs, and some will lose their status, and because they think you can't think properly. The Bermuda Triangle, the woman's legs, you can't think properly in between it, and it's the woman. If women understood this in the day of dawn of mankind, they'd be controlling the world right now, because we all know white men control the world. And I know it's changing a little bit year by year, but white men still control the world, and it does really need to change. As a white man speaking, it does need to change, because they fucked up things. Enough is enough. You know what I mean? So women could maybe use this to manipulate them, maybe even get votes. Who knows? The Tyrion and Cersei's scenes are amazing. They're the best of the show. The intelligent hatred they have for each other. These scenes, I can watch them. I can watch a whole hour of them communicating with each other. It's so fun to watch. It pales in comparison, in my opinion, to the rest of the show. I think the show is pretty terrific. But if there's any issue I have with the show, is that I want more Lannisters, and we get a lot this season, so I shouldn't complain. Like I said, I'm not a reader of the novel. I watch episode to episode. I have no idea what's going to happen next. I'm just an average fan making my average opinions. That's my review.